स्टार्ट करिए। हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज आर के मिश्रा, biology teacher. I am going to teach you the first chapter of biology of standard 9, that is fundamental units of life. And this is the chapter which is in class 9, but the student of 8th class also may focus upon this topic because it is also into the syllabus in second term of standard 8. What is fundamental units of life? Fundamental means basic, जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं फंडामेंटल मीन्स बेसिक। बेसिक शब्द बेस से आया है। बेस मीन्स आधार। तो हमारे जीवन का आधार क्या है? आजकल हम आधार कार्ड की बात करते हैं। आधार कार्ड क्या होता है? जो एक बेस बना हुआ है, जो एक आधार बना हुआ है कि हम सिटीजन हैं इंडिया के, वो आधार कार्ड है। उसी तरीके से हमारे शरीर का आधार क्या है? एक बिल्डिंग का आधार क्या होता है? हम जब एक मकान बनाते हैं तो उसका आधार क्या होता है? उसका बेसिक यूनिट। आधार यहाँ पे कहने का मतलब है यूनिट। एक मकान जैसे बिना ब्रिक्स के नहीं बन सकता, वैसे ही ईंट के नहीं बन सकता, उसी तरीके से एक शरीर, एक जीवन बिना सेल के नहीं बन सकता। और आप कह सकते हैं कि cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Normally, first of all, we can say that cell is the fundamental unit of life, and fundamental or basic unit of life, but we can also define it as the cell is the structural and functional unit of life, because it is the cell that makes the structure of a body of particular organism, and it is a cell through which or inside which any kind of metabolic activities take place, any kind of functional processes took place, so that it is called a structure and functional unit of life. An outer boundary that is called cell membrane. It is also known as plasma membrane, and inside which another circular structure is present, that is known as nucleus. And between the cell membrane and nucleus, everything is known as cytoplasm. So a cell must have three items, that is cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. However, there are two kinds of cells. One is called prokaryotic cell and one is called eukaryotic cell. The prokaryotic cell do not have nucleus. It means prokaryotic cell lack nucleus, and those organisms which possesses prokaryotic cells are always unicellular, lacking nucleus, and those are known as prokaryotes. And there are two kinds of prokaryotes only found into the whole universe, that is called bacteria and cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is also known as blue-green algae, that you have read into class 8 also about the bacteria and cyanobacteria. Now, one thing is must to note, that if it is an animal cell, it must have these three items. But if it is a plant cell, the cell membrane is surrounded by another boundary, that is known as cell wall. And this is the cell wall, and this cell wall is made up of a hard carbohydrate that is known as cellulose. The structure of cell, either a plant cell or animal cell, we will have to know about the differences between the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. And these are the differences, basic differences, which are found into the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. When we see the structure of prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell, we will see that prokaryotic cells are smaller than eukaryotic cell. Usually, however, the eukaryotic cells are usually larger than prokaryotic cells. The size of prokaryotic cell varies from 1 μm to 10 μm. Μm, that is called micrometer, and this U-like structure is called as mu. That is called micrometer. We can't say it mm because mm means millimeter, and a micrometer is 1000 times smaller than a millimeter. So it is called μm, and a prokaryotic cell will vary from 1 μm to 10 μm in size, while the eukaryotic cell may vary from 5 μm to 100 μm in size. However, in some cases, as in case of human beings, a kind of cell that is known as neuron or nerve cell might be of 100 centimeters in length, and so it is considered as longest cell. Difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell is the prokaryotic cell lacks nucleus or well defined or true nucleus. However, eukaryotic cell must have true nucleus. And to remember it, we can say U for true and pro for false or primitive or not well defined. To remember it, we can do this. U means true. Those are eukaryotic cell have true nucleus, while those are prokaryotic cells do not have two nucleus. In some cases of prokaryotic cell, the point number 4, the prokaryotic cell may contain a false nucleus that is known as nucleoid. It is called false nucleus because it appears like a nucleus but do not have all the 4 components of nucleus. A nucleus must have the outer boundary, that is called nuclear membrane, then after nucleolus, then chromatic network, as well as nucleoplasm. But the nucleoid only have 2 items, and that is nucleoid contains only 2 items, that is chromatin network, that is also known as chromatin fiber, as well as nucleoplasm. It means it do not contain the 4 components of the nucleus, and so it is not called true nucleus. The 4 components of the nucleus, the true nucleus of eukaryotic cell contain nuclear membrane, chromatin network, that is also known as chromatin fibers, nucleoplasm, as well as nucleus. So there is no nucleoid present into eukaryotic cell, while the 2 items actually are not present. Nuclear membrane and nucleolus are absent into prokaryotic cells. Point number 6, 5.
5.
Another point number 5 is that the prokaryotic cells are always unicellular. Prokaryotic cells are always unicellular, while the eukaryotic cells might be unicellular as well as multicellular both. Number 6 point, the DNA, that is also known as deoxyribonucleic acid, is single stranded and circular. This is called single stranded and circular DNA, while the DNA of eukaryotic cell present into the chromosomes, which are derived from chromatin networks at the time of cell division are double-stranded and helical model as given below. Double-stranded helical model of DNA, and it is must to note that this double-stranded helical model was proposed by Watson and Crick in 1952. This is the name of two scientists who discovered the double-stranded DNA, and that is known as Watson and Crick in 1952. And for this, they got the prestigious Nobel Prize. Lastly, it might be another point, that is the organisms possessing prokaryotic cells are known as prokaryotes. The example of prokaryotes are bacteria and cyanobacteria, that is also known as blue green algae, while the organisms possessing eukaryotic cells are eukaryotes. The examples of eukaryotes are all living beings except viruses and prokaryotes.